we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 16 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they can do. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there at second down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Back to throw, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. 7 yards the pickup there. On second down now, it's Carson. Oh, what a move. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run with Carson. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden, it's third and goal at the 1. After 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now it's Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Play action. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. From the 16, Stafford. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Yes. Christian McCaffrey, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's found the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
32. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you, Mike 59.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Who that? Who that? Mike 42. Mike 42.
They snap it to Stafford. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football. That will... Set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They go back to Carson here on second. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. On first down, it's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there. together a good drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They'll try the left side. Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This will be taken at the 10. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now Stafford and the Rams down 17-14. A minute 44 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now it's Stafford. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, They got a chance to win the game. Instead, they coughed it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. So now it's the Rams' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over a minute to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. Starting with 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that one will be accepted. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Seahawks, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.